At the 6th Democratic debate at LMU, Jacob and I from the Loyola Election 2020 team asked candidates how they would address the mental health crisis affecting students across the nation.
Absolutely. Look, mental health is health. And the United States has dramatically underfunded mental health around the country.
We need to put mental health resources into every school in the country, starting in high schools and younger. Need to have social and emotional learning as part of the core curricula in schools around the country. And I know at the college level, many schools are under-resourced where there is like a multi-week or even multi-month long wait list for people who are seeking services. We need to be able to do better.
So what would I do? Well, one, I would make sure that we have enough funding for early intervention in schools, for counselors. I would make sure we have enough public mental health beds. One example, the state of Iowa only has 64 public mental health beds, if you can believe that. I would make sure that people who have mental illness can still get a job if they're able to get a job. That's a big problem. And then I would make sure insurance companies actually are implementing mental health parity.
Within Medicare for All, mental health services is covered just like everything else, and in that way you remove the stigma.
Mental illness should not have the kind of stigma that it has in this country.
You know, I always say to people, if you break your leg, the doctor never says, come back in 2 months and I'll set it. But if you have a mental health issue, they often say things like that. It's underfunded. People are unwilling to talk about it.
And I will be a president with a way to fund it that comes in and is willing to talk about addiction and mental illness.
And then measure our mental health as a core part of economic progress. If our people are anxious or depressed and the economy's not working.
Americans are hurting in this area, and the government absolutely needs to come in and support them.
It's personal for me. My dad had 3 DWIs by the time I got married. He was able to get the treatment that he needed when the judge said jail or treatment, and he chose treatment. And in his words, he was pursued by grace. I think everyone has that same right.
This is Jacob Cornblatt of the Loyola Election 2020 team.
This is Veronica, VP, Election 2020.
Reporting from
Loyola
Marymount
Marymount University.